Welcome to IT Tutorials. In this video, I'll show you how to convert Exchange EDB file to Outlook PST file using Stellar Converter. So Exchange EDB file holds user mailbox data. If it is not accessible, then you can use Stellar Converter for EDB to export to PST file. So the first thing is to go to internet and search for Stellar Converter for EDB. And then click on the search result. Then here you could see it says download the free trial version to scan and preview your converted mailbox as PST. So what this means is using free version you will be able to scan and preview user mailbox data, but in order to export that data to a PST file you will need to buy the tool. So to check the pricing, scroll down and in the pricing section you could see the three editions that are provided: corporate, technician and toolkit. So depending on your requirements you can select which edition you want to buy, and then scroll down further to check the technical specifications for this tool. So here you could see the version of the tool, then the release date. It says minimum of 8 GBs of RAM is required and 250 MBs of free space is required in the hard disk. And it also supports all the versions of Windows Client Computer and Windows Server. And also it supports all the versions of Exchange Server. And below here you have some useful documents as well. Then scroll right at the top and you will see the free download option. So click on free download and it will start the download of the tool. So now the installer file is downloaded. So let us run the file. Select the language and click OK. Then you will get this setup wizard screen. So click next. Select I accept the agreement. Then click next. Then it will ask you to enter the folder path where you want to install this tool. So I'll keep the default path and then click next. Then it will ask you to enter the path for the shortcut. So I'll keep the default path and click next. Then I'll select create a desktop shortcut and then click next and then click install. And now the installation is completed. So click finish and then it will open up the tool. So this is the first page that you will see. So you have two options here: hosted exchange and offline EDB. Hosted exchange option is to convert mailboxes from Exchange server, and offline EDB is if you have a EDB file already, then you can use this option. So currently in this video I'm going to show you how to convert offline EDB file to PST. So I'll select offline EDB option. Then at the top you will have the option to select EDB file. So click on select EDB file and then click browse and then go to the folder where you have the EDB file. Select that and we have added the EDB file to the tool. Now it will also show you the size of the file that you have added, and below you will see a temporary path. So it says temporary location path to be used during the process. So you can select this path. I'll keep the default path and then click next. And now it has scanned the EDB file that we have added, and as you could see it has detected two user mailboxes. If I click on the plus sign, then I would be able to expand the mailbox data and I could see all the folders that are part of this mailbox. If you click on individual folders, you would be able to see the emails that are part of that folder. And if I click on individual emails, then on the right side I could also see the contents of that email. At the bottom, if you could see, we have this option for calendar. So if you click on calendar, you would be able to see calendar data for all the mailboxes. Then we also have the options like contact, tasks, notes. So you can check mails as well as calendar for all the mailboxes. Now we want to export this data to a PST file. You have this option at the top called save mailbox, and you will get this list of options. So you will get number of options to export data to various places, but we are going to use the option save as PST, so that a PST file would be created and it would be saved locally on this computer. So select save as PST, and as you could see it says all selected mailbox will be saved and separate PST file would be created for each mailbox. So then click next. Now provide the path for the destination folder that will hold these PST files and then click OK. So now you will get the list of mailboxes that would be exported, and it shows you the order in which they would be exported. So you can change this order if you want and then click next. And then the export process will start. So it also shows us the progress for every export. and how many items are processed. It also shows us the folder names that are being exported. And now the first mailbox is done. Now it's processing the second one, and the second mailbox is also done. So once all the mailboxes are exported, it will say process completed successfully. Saved mailboxes are 2, failed mailboxes are 0, so all the mailboxes were successfully exported, and then click OK. Now you can go to the location where you have saved these PST files, and as you could see, we have a separate PST file for each of the mailboxes. So now you can add these exported PST files to Microsoft Outlook. In Outlook, click on File, then click on Open and Export, then select the option Import Export. Then select import from another program or file and then click next. Then select Outlook data file.pst and click next. And then click on browse and let me select the first PST file and then click next and then click finish. And now the mailbox is added, and as you could see, we are also able to check the mailbox data. So this way you can add the PST file to the Outlook and access the data. Now if you go back to the tool, you have this option called find message. So this is useful if you want to search for a specific message in the mailbox. So I've searched for a specific sender and it's displaying the results. So if I right click a message, it gives me the option to save it in different formats. So generally if you save as MSG, then you will be able to open that message using Outlook. So this way you can also search for individual messages and save them and then open using Outlook. Now here at the top you also have the option to save scan and load scan. So just in case if you do not want to export the data right now, you can simply scan the EDB file and then click on save scan, and then later in future you can load the scan file and then export the data. So this is a very useful tool, especially for Exchange admins or IT admins who are managing user mailboxes and they have a EDB file which they are not able to open. So I would highly recommend this tool. You can find the link for the tool in the description of this video. If you found this information useful, then please subscribe to IT tutorials. Thank you for watching.